Okay, topic is, why do people regret their marriages? And it's so sad, isn't it? Because what happens? Why did you get married? You got married because you fell in love, not just with someone, but with your soulmate. I'm a true believer in that. Do I have proof that they're your soulmate? Well, yeah, but we're not going to get into that. But you fell in love with your soulmate. Your husband or your wife fell in love with you. Your soulmates. What does that mean? That means that you signed up for a lifetime of what? Happiness, love, harmony. Why would you regret that? Well, obviously, because you're not experiencing those things in your marriage. Why not? Because we were never told that those three things should be our expectations, that we should literally anticipate a life filled with happiness, love, and harmony. It's like, and you're probably saying, well, yeah, sure, but now, because if we're not taught that, and then further how to achieve those, then it's not front in the mind. We're not thinking about it. So we're not doing the things that bring about what? Happiness, love, and harmony. If you don't do anything to bring them, we live in a cause and effect world, for God's sake. Anything that you choose to do, you told us when you were a kid, anything you choose to do when you're older, you can do. And it's true. Of course, there's limitations, but not in the case of your marriage. And it doesn't depend on your soulmate, spouse. It's up to you. As an individual, if your marriage is not currently producing happiness, love, and harmony, and your spouse is going, I regret having married you, it isn't too late, because you, as the other half of the only two people in your marriage, can fill the vessel of your love with these three things, and then they won't regret it anymore. And don't tell me, well, it takes two to tango. That's all nonsense. That is produced by people making excuses for their marriages not functioning at the highest level. You see, what's happened, a little bit of social, you might say, commentary. So what happened in our world? There have become two main sources for marital knowledge. And one is Western psychology. What the hell are they doing talking about marriage for? They don't know. Two are clergy, but they have been pushed back by the sophisticated Western psychology world. Now look, I'm not blaming Western psychologists. They're good people. They really are. They want to help, but they've been mistaught. Instead of understanding marriage, because they don't, instead of understanding marriage as, well, why do we get married in the first place? Hello, I just said so. Happiness, love, harmony, that's why we get married, but they don't start there. They start with, well, what are the problems you're having? What was your childhood like? What was the trauma that you've experienced? Well, let's label your spouse as a narcissist. Let's label your spouse as needy. Why would you do that? None of us are perfect in this world. When we get married, we're not perfect, but we can have, we're not perfect, so how come we can drive? How come we could get a good job and do what's needed? Because when we set our mind to something and we learn how to achieve that something, we can do it. It's that true. It's that simple. So here we are. One of you is regretting your marriage. Fix it independently, alone. Take a look at our courses. That's what we stress. You know what? I used to be a divorce mediator. I discovered all these things about marriage and I started saving marriages. This is almost 23 years ago. And what happened? The successes were one after another. One after another. Why? Because there's a simplicity to it. You know, if you have problems with your car, you bring it to a mechanic who knows what he's doing. That engine to that mechanic is simple. Sure, it's complicated how it's all put together, etc., but he understands it. And he's learned all the component parts. And you could learn it from him because it's not rocket science. But you have him fix it. In marriage, it's a little different. You can't bring it into the shop. You are the shop. And you should know how to run your marriage. And that's the truth. So why do people regret their marriages? Not their fault. They didn't know. They didn't know. You didn't know. You can do something about it. Now do it. Subscribe to the channel. You'll learn so much about marriage. Get one of my books. Read the articles. Take a course if your marriage is already so far gone. It'll recover. It will. It's alive. You have the power. So that's it. I'm Paul Friedman. I founded the Marriage Foundation. We're here to serve you. Everything marriage. That's it. God bless you and take care. Come visit us again. Thank you.